Where's
Look, yeah, look, what are you hiding back there?
where's
What
Io?
am I hiding? Oh, nothing to hide here. Let's see. Let's unblur the background. There we
Wow.
go. Yeah. Um, well, thank you all for joining the inaugural podcast of this year's NBA season. Um, a crazy draft. Crazy fantasy draft, which I think I won. A lot of people seem to think so as well. Um, but there's a
Debatable.
lot of ball left. A
Yeah,
lot of
it's
good teams out
debatable.
there.
So,
Debatable, but yes, indeed.
Um, but we're here to talk about real basketball, not fantasy basketball. Uh, Season starting up quick. A lot of things to talk about. Some people have changed teams. The Celtics kind of annihilated the competition, and hopefully they don't win again. So, Izan is not pestering us every week about how many days it's been since they won the title. I'm quite frankly sick of those messages. So
Yeah, for our
hopefully,
own sanity. For our own sanity. I can't see another Deuce Tatum picture on my
it kills me, man. Uh, so, but let's look ahead to the NBA season, have a little bit of a preview and what we're looking forward to about the season. I think all of us have varied interests as far as what they look for in an NBA season, who they root for. So I think we'll have some interesting answers here. So um, I want to start off talking about storylines for the NBA season. What you think are the most the hottest topics coming into the NBA season, and if someone wants to just grab the mic and start talking about one thing that they've had on their mind.
Yeah, I mean I can get started. I think the biggest question is will parity continue? Or, will the Celtics repeat, like Alok alluded to earlier? Um, what, 6 years now? Six different champions?
Hmm.
Going back 6 years. That's crazy. Very not typical of the NBA, but it's fun having a different team. Um, Believing that your team can win it all is a good feeling. That I wish to have one day. I've never experienced that feeling, unfortunately. But the new parity makes it so that it's very much a possibility. So also hoping the Celtics don't repeat for the sake of the league and for the sake of our friend group. But we'll see what happens.
yeah, it would be best if the Celtics didn't win again. It's very true.
It's definitely a good observation that it's been who was the last back-to-back winner? The Warriors, right? The KD Warriors. And
Haiti
since
Warriors.
then, it's been pretty even. But I think, with that being said, I think this is honestly the best chance of a repeat that we've had since then. The Celtics are so deep. It's really injuries that can kind of get in the way. It's like they have a good coach. They have a good, top six is the best in the
But
league.
they don't got one thing.
What do they not have, Shanor?
They
Oh,
don't they
tired.
don't got heart,
They don't got
which
heart.
is certain
Heart.
this
Could
which is
have
certain
seen that one
different
coming a
East
mile
team,
away.
which another Eastern team has. I'm not gonna get to it yet. I might be jumping ahead of myself, but I think there's
Bing
someone
bong.
else is gonna.
Bing bong.
There's
Yeah,
someone
this
else is gonna
is
get there.
we'll get into this, I'm sure. But yeah, I think the heart, the lack of heart allegations kind of withered away after they won the title. And
They don't have the power of an entire city behind them like this other team does.
okay. Shanora,
Sorry, you
I
mess
have
with
a
one of
feeling
them. Sorry, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of
Are
us.
you
is
are
this
you riding the Knicks this hard, bro? They're cursed for what they did.
Uh,
It's over. It was over the second they did that.
They're not even my team, but I don't know, man. They just
does
captured my imagination.
I just
does
think you had
this
a good thing and you ruined it.
does this tie into your storyline of interest, Shanora? Or do you have something else on your mind?
I do have something else on my mind. How long are we going to give Joel Embiid? How long are we? He's not going to play back to backs this
Which
year.
which country is he playing for, brother?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm no
I
longer
don't
I'm
want to
no
get
longer
into all that.
interested.
his son lives here. He
I
plays
don't
for
want to get into all
USA.
that.
I'm
USA.
I'm no longer interested in Joel Embiid.
Mickey Mouse gold medal, in my opinion.
I think it's
Well,
interesting
let's
too,
not talk
but
And the
about Mickey
Celtics.
Mouse. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Luke?
in kind of another sense, it's not like he was playing back-to-backs before, really. It's just that he's announced it before the season. But it's, the injury risk with him is always a big deal. I think the thing that's changed is they're like at the forefront of the contender discussion now with
And
their
also
acquisitions over the summer.
you add Paul George to the equation, who's also going to set out a lot of back to backs. I think Philly fans should just give up.
Hey,
That's
I think
one
Max is going to be
strategy.
out there by
I think
himself.
Paul George played like a decent amount last year. It's
He
not
played
like he just-
74 games is what I
That's a
learned.
lot, bro.
What I
Really?
learned from the fantasy
Dude,
draft. He
think
played in
that's-
74 games.
I think
It's
that's almost
underrated.
as many games as LeBron James played, and
It's-
that's nothing to sniff at.
Well,
Yeah.
LeBron gets, LeBron. Anyways, Paul George, y'all think 74 games going to happen again for him? He just hyperextended his knee in preseason.
I mean, yeah, but he learned his lessons early. He's good now, bro. He just won't do that again.
Pretty
I think
freaky.
it's-
I agree.
You
I
get
think why
injured,
it's
you-
such a,
We have to see. We're gonna have to see what them this year.
I think why it's such a big deal is now the Sixers are, I feel like they get a lot of hype every year, but especially now since they, Daryl Morey finally got, went after his white whale and he got Paul George. So they have a big three. Big three models don't really work in today's NBA, yet we're going after a big three in
Yeah.
Philly. We'll see how it
Kind of
goes.
bullshit, man. The East is kind of bullshit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's, we'll go into our standing or our projected playoff seedings, and I was looking at the East and it's pretty crazy. I thought it would be easier to rank the East than it actually was. A little bit of
But you guys
firepower
should
there
rank
now.
them.
Io, do you have anything that you're looking forward to from a storyline perspective?
Of course. I'll zig a little bit from my phone, but I'm gonna go to the West. Last year we saw OKC, #1 seed, young team, but hey, they could have made it. They could have made it, but they couldn't do it the size. So my biggest storyline is the top of the West. Or, is OKC really for real to repeat again as #1? We're gonna see the Grizzlies. Could they possibly do it? Jokic, does he want to get? I mean, like we talk about Olympics, they came in what, third? He came in third with his country. Well, I think we'll have to see how stacked the West is gonna be. I love the Lakers, but they're probably not gonna be at the top. But we'll have to see the way the top of the West shakes out, and hopefully, praying to God that they take out whatever comes out of the East, Celtics, or we'll see.
Yeah, man. Okay, it's gonna be great. Ewing theory with no Giddy, in my opinion.
Big Ewing theory candidate being free of Josh Giddey.
Hey, I want kind of to that point, looking at maybe even the Rockets, seeing I didn't watch a lot of Rockets last year, but hearing and knowing that without Şengün out, they kind of improved. So,
Brother, I got some hot takes for the Rockets. Just you wait.
Yeah,
Just
we
you
have
wait.
a hot take segment, which I'm sure will be full of Rockets and Thunder take, maybe some Lakers talk at the time. We'll see.
Hey, Bronny, Rookie of the Year. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Bronny Rookie of the Year.
Cer- It's certainly a hot take. But yeah, the West is a bloodbath. And I think that with the West, it's like you look at who kind of finished at the top of the West last year, like outside of the Thunder, who kind of actually improved. There's a lot of uncertainty at the top with whether it's Nuggets losing KCP. The Grizzlies are, everyone is saying that they're going to just kind of take their seat back at the top of the West, but who knows? They already have a couple of injuries to some backcourt players, GG Jackson and Vince Williams, and you know, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Mavericks, they did go to the finals, but are they kind of a regular season team that can kind of keep that going? Luka gets hurt, Kyrie gets hurt, we'll see how they stand. And you got up and coming teams like the Rockets, like I mentioned. The Lakers, they're always a threat with the GOAT, LeBron James, and a top 10 player in Anthony Davis. When you have those two, you never know what's going to happen, but they'll probably be a play-in team if we're being honest. But the West is stacked, as usual. But I also do hope that if it comes to be the Celtics versus the best of the West, I hope the West can overtake them. I don't want Luka Doncic and Scrubs playing against the Celtics again in the final this year. Saad, Any
Yeah, bro.
storyline that you're looking forward to? I feel like you'll have a little bit of a different spin on things.
Yeah, I'm interested in only one thing really, and I'm interested in only the East, first of all. I've always only been interested in the Eastern Conference, and it's because of four teams that I think are essentially the same team at different stages. Um, and that's not true at all, actually. Everything I said was a lie. One of these teams is in the West, and they actually kind of had nothing to do with each other. I want internal growth and continuity, and that's the only thing I want to win. And I want it to be better than the Celtics. I think that's the only thing that'll beat the Celtics. So that's what I'm excited for. These teams that are going to be better. I didn't watch last season. I didn't, and the reason why is because everybody was a year away. I'm back this year. I'm back this year.
Do
First
you,
and foremost, first and foremost, I can watch OKC again. Try to give it a go last year. Had to leave. I
Tough.
had to leave. Okay.
it was really tough. November was a dark month, let's say.
Thanksgiving, the day after
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
holiday season was tough. It was actually Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
remember it. It ruined my
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Just
Yeah.
seeing the Josh Giddey news, and it just
No,
and
it
you
was
know,
it was a nightmare to
Hey,
watch.
working
You're
on
waiting
things.
for
Kinda
you're waiting
crazy.
for them to take the next step, and all you do is see Josh Giddey hop on the court and just make giant messes everywhere he goes. It was disgusting. He was bad too. He was bad so
Allegedly.
often.
I don't
Allegedly.
know if that's the, it seems like the wording was intentional there, but uh
I, I wouldn't
uh,
say so. I wouldn't say so. But I'd like to make the claim for similar teams that I'll be interested in due to their potential growth. And it's really just two more. It's Orlando, of course. They were a year away. They were a year away. It just took a year of Paolo shooting like it was just ugly offense. It was like I don't know. It's like when you have one good player, everybody else is terrible. He was just driving shoulder down. Y'all seen Mahad play, right?
we have seen Maha play.
It works when it
Lots
works.
of shades of Maha in
When
Paolo's
it but,
game.
but the thing is when it works and it's so alluring. It's like this could really be it. This could do it. And I'm in. I'm in. I think Orlando's gonna be good. And Detroit, I'm
Oh
not
my
interested. I'm
God.
not interested. I'm not interested, but I still end up watching them. I still end up like taking a look and seeing what they have. But less
Honestly
excited.
thought JV Bickerstaff was their coach.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, what?
JV Bickerstaff's their coach.
The
For
Orlando
who?
Magic?
Oh, the Pistons.
Oh, the Pistons. Oh,
Is he
sorry.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, they hired him?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about it. I thought for some reason I thought it was Kevin Ollie. I thought that happened.
Monty's coaching his high school. His kids in high school.
Yeah,
With a
breaking news.
$78 million contract.
Breaking news, Shams Charania, Monty Williams. No, it was actually Chris Haynes scooped it today. Got the
Man,
scoop
Coach
on Monty.
Haynes lost the ESPN job and now reporting.
Haynes is underrated. I think that's one of the important
What is
storylines
he
of
gonna
the season.
say? What is
Is
he
the
gonna say?
rise the
Dame is
rise of
happy.
Chris Haynes. There's a big
Dame is
void
happy
left by
this year.
Wojnarowski, and I think Haynes is coming for the crown. It just that's my storyline. No, but actually my storyline is how the tank for flag is gonna affect the rest of the NBA season. I think the trade deadline was pretty boring last year. Not a lot of acquisitions. I think Pascal Siakam was probably the biggest name that was moved. I think it's going to be different this year. It's not going to be like 2022 type, where Kevin Durant's moving and whatnot. But I think it'll be a little bit more fireworks, more meaningful moves. And that's because teams are more motivated to be bad this year. They want to get Cooper Flag. They want to get Ace Bailey. It's a not only a prize pick at the number one spot, but it's a pretty deep draft. And I think these bottom feeder teams with good pieces will actually trade them to contenders, and it could shake up some playoff seeding. It could shake some matchups up in the first couple of rounds. I don't know if it'll take someone from a borderline contender to a title favorite with the people who are being told or who we know are on the market, but you never know who will actually ask for a trade once February comes around.
So what
Um,
team, to that point, what teams do you see will be on that verge of maybe, the play in, but decide, you know what, let's trade, but maybe like a Brooklyn, like that
I
might be
think
like,
I think Brooklyn has some pieces. They're like the first name you'd think of. They have like Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean,
Uh-oh.
you
Not
know,
you stealing from the Simmons trade machine.
I mean that it's been out there for months at this point. But I think Brooklyn now has incentive. Now they have their picks back at the the Rockets gave them a little gift. And now they'll be incentivized to actually give people up and fully embrace the tank built around Cam Thomas.
I think if New Orleans has any injuries, that's one team that could honestly flip the other way pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, New
Just,
Orleans is
just
it's
say
toast.
restart like Zion gets hurt,
Yeah.
He's
and
looking
then
good.
it just goes
He's looking
south.
really good.
He is looking good.
I
Zion's
don't
always
think
looking good.
I don't
He's
think he
looking
looks that
really
good. I don't think he looks that good. As someone who's watched a lot of Lonzo Ball midsummer, he doesn't look this. I think he's looked better. That's all I'm gonna say. Last year he looked good. He looked focused for a month last year. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think
also might try.
yeah, New Orleans is a good call. I think they don't really have like a plan coming in the season. They're talking about starting Herb Jones at center. They have a
Yeah.
lot of redundant pieces on the
Yes.
roster. CJ McCollum could be traded because he's a kind of old and kind of redundant with DeJounte Murray now in the fold. They want to get Trey Murphy more involved in ball handling and just in the offense in general. New Orleans will be interesting. Other teams, I think the Bulls will maybe finally be incentivized to trade people away.
I don't think so, bro. I think the
No.
Bulls are a lost cause, unfortunately.
I think they believe in Josh Giddey.
No.
But I think they do believe in Josh Giddey, unfortunately. But
Like, I don't think it's gonna be part of the plan. You know what I mean?
I think that move was indicative of kind of maybe a shift in direction. Maybe I'm just wish casting because I want to see Zach LaVine on another team. Maybe the Lakers. Just kidding. I don't know. D'Angelo Russell for Zach LaVine.
Oh, brother.
Why not?
Lateral move.
But the Bulls are another team I look for. The Raptors too. These kind of middling teams who would be incentivized
Well,
to.
there's another team that might not be trying to do it, that just might be forced into it, and then
The
they might not
Clippers.
even get their pick,
The Clippers.
and
Ugh,
that would be the best case scenario for everyone, I think.
that and the league.
That would be tragic.
They
Yeah,
need
the thing
expansion immediately.
the thing with the Thunder having the Clippers pick, it's like they are like a number one seed team. So it's like you don't even need Cooper Flag. Like even if it's like a lottery pick in this draft, it's going to be meaningful especially with Presti's draft record. Like, so that's
It's crazy.
yeah, the Los Angeles Clippers,
Like a better version of when the Celtics got like Brown and Tatum. Like they were like not even that bad, and then they
Yeah.
got both of them.
yeah. But we'll see. I think it'll be especially post February, it's going to be some egregious stuff going
Yes.
on.
It's just like, how long is James Harden going to keep him afloat?
Forever and ever.
He was tired of leading teams. He wanted to just be a secondary ball handler.
Yeah. The one thing is, James Harden's not at his peak anymore, but the fact that he's going to be trying and that the Clippers as an organization know they don't have their pick, they're going to be trying not to like be bad. And there are going to be a lot of other teams trying to be bad. So that might be the one saving grace for those worried about the Thunder getting a high pick. But it'll be interesting.
Worried.
Could
Who's
Harden get
worried?
traded?
Could Harden get traded? Could
Yeah.
always get traded, It's been traded, what, 3 of the past 4 years?
In Atlanta, man. Little
But he's
baby.
he's
Little
he's
baby.
happy.
No one's worried about whether he came into training camp in shape or not this season. I feel like that's the first time in a long time.
Oh, he's in shape. As a James Harden enjoyer, he looks in shape. He looks good. He kind of saw the writing on the wall with Kawhi and then just started actually taking the offseason seriously. Said it's James Harden time. He and Zubats are gonna put up numbers.
Bro, Zubac's been playing for a while. That man's there every night.
Secretly
It seems like.
old.
Secretly.
Secretly old, yes.
Let's see. 25, 26.
Probably something like that, but
What'd he say?
he feels older.
27
Yeah.
years old.
D'Angelo
Wow.
Russell, I think, falls in that category. He's like been traded like 6 different times.
Yeah, the
He
first
is
like
this washed
Lakers
piece, but
stars.
he's really
Hey.
like 27 years old.
no, D'Angelo Russell's our age, bro. He's me. He's 28.
Man.
That's still pretty
Looks like
crazy,
he's
right?
like 32.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
hey,
moves like
Lakers can beat them.
he moves like
Lakers
he's
know.
32.
Brandon Ingram
Um,
also feels very old.
yeah. But yeah, I appreciate y'all bringing these storylines to the fold. I think we'll have more storylines to talk or things to talk about when we get to our take section. But before that, I just want to talk about how we think things are actually going to shake out when it comes down to playoff seeding and ultimately who you think's going to maybe, how the East and West are going to shake out from a, seeding standpoint and who you think are actually going to come out of the conferences. We'll go conference by conference. Why don't you just give me your seedings and then who you think are going to represent the conference finals, and then finally who's going to make it out to the NBA finals out of the conference. Does anyone want to start?
Soon. Let me pull up a list of these teams. Hold on. I need a visual.
Do we want to start East first?
Let's start with the East.
Let's do the East.
I found the East to be tougher, just because I think there was more movement to the East this year, which isn't always the case. Usually I feel like players are moving west, which never really made sense to me, but I think there was mainly movement to the East. So if no one wants to start, I can. So I'll start from the top. I have the Celtics, number one. I don't think they really have, well, they're even with Porzingis out, I think they're well equipped to, as long as their main two are healthy, to kind of have a really dominant regular season. I think some of these people off the bench are coming in reserve roles and taking a next step to be, good contributing players, will make an impact, and I think they'll win around between 60 and 65 games again. I think there are a lot of question marks with other teams with injuries um, and just kind of getting used to, new pieces coming on other teams, to where the Celtics with their continuity is going to benefit from that and have a good regular season. Number two, I have the Knicks. Number three, I actually have the Milwaukee Bucks.
Let's go, baby.
I don't know if you guys will have them that high, but I do think that I do believe in the Dame and Giannis partnership, even though they haven't practiced together over the summer for some reason. That was weird to hear, but I do believe in them. And I'll just go
Weird
quickly to
team. Weird team.
it's a weird team.
Do you know
I agree.
Thanasis isn't on the team anymore?
They're
What?
looking to sign him back. They're looking to sign him back. is
Oh,
what
they are?
last
I thought
week.
I thought I had the
For
most
his
breaking
for
news.
his locker room
What?
presence. It's a
Massage
big
therapist?
he's glue guy. He's the rah-rah guy. He without him the whole operation falls apart. I was actually surprised that people actually ride for him. They talk about how his locker room presence is actually important. I'd
Hey, I agree. It's a long season. You need those guys.
I'd
I
just
would
be
be one of those guys. Unfortunately, I would be one of those guys.
I feel like he's just a little too aggressive with it, He
he's doing a
he's
little
just
too
screaming
much.
at guys, and I'm like, dude, talk to me when you're playing a couple minutes, please.
Right. His low lights are kind of crazy, not gonna lie.
Oh man, we're gonna get Thanasis Antetokounmpo at some point against Bronny James. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be crazy. That'll be a moment. And just to finish, I'll just go quickly. I have 4 Sixers, 5 Cavs, 6 Magic, 7 Heat, 8 Pacers, 9 Hawks, 10 Bulls. And as far as representing in the conference finals, um, it's probably a pretty boring pick, but I just think the Celtics and the Knicks are probably best built when time comes around to actually be there at making a deep run. I think with the seeding, the Sixers are going to run into the Celtics, and despite their improvements, I think they're not going to get over the hump. It's hard to get over the hump when you're playing the best team in the past 3 or 4 years.
Sure.
Oh, it's really
Anyone wanna go
disappointing to
next?
hear.
I can quickly run before I get my hot dogs.
Yeah.
Arrive, so
It's
So
8:47, by the way.
yeah, dude, I deserve a refund, man. This supposed to be
They're supposed to be
8:25.
here at 8:25 for anyone listening for some reason.
You can never trust what they say, man.
Exactly. So yeah, look, it's not gonna be too much different from yours. I agree. Boston number one, no holes in their team. Porzingis probably be back, even if it's January. They'll be fine. Such a deep team, so many rotational guys. I mean, they have young guys that can even come in and step up if need be with the amount of structure they have in their team. I think they should be easily coasting, especially with the Eastern Conference. I think they'll have, Charlotte on a Tuesday night, as the running joke is. Tatum will drop 30 every Tuesday on Charlotte. Number two, I would agree, the Knicks. Nova boys -1 now, but still a very good team. My guy, this is
Crazy.
what movies is made of. Carl Anthony Towns team as well.
Bodega Cat.
Big bodega cat guy. So I think
Newest member of Go Me's fantasy team. You know,
it's very good. Very good
centerpiece.
pick. $33, I believe. Very good pick.
$33.
I mean,
Uh,
he's
What a
gonna make
bargain.
winning. He's gonna make winning in the regular season just easier.
Yeah, exactly. He'll hit like 6 threes, call himself Dirk or better than Dirk. Uh,
That's kind of beast. I can't lie.
yeah, but
He has
they're
no
gonna
he
be
has no
solid.
awareness.
No awareness whatsoever, but very, very solid team, and I think a very strong candidate for the 2 seed. Number three, I think I would differ, and I'll say the Indiana Pacers. I think they have a lot of continuity. I think they'll have a full season of Siakam and Halliburton together. Rick Carlisle, good offensive coach. They'll run up scores. I think they found something with some of their young guys as well. I think just as a regular season team, we saw them in season tournament, made it all the way to the final. So just a very good regular season team, very strong regular season team, especially with good continuity now. So I think they can make a good solid run at the 3rd seed. Four, I will go with the Milwaukee Bucks. Not happy with putting them at four. I think the writing is kind of at the wall or on the wall with the Giannis quote the other day that they'll probably trade me if it's not looking good here, if we don't win the championship, which indicates something's wrong. And you mentioned the Dame and Giannis thing, not practicing. That's kind of weird. The vibes are kind of bad, but I don't see them going below four. I would put Philly at four, but I'm gonna put them at five just because the Embiid, no back-to-backs. PG already having an injury, getting old. I don't know how many games you're gonna get out of him, and just a lot of flux. So I'll say five for them. Six, I'll put Cleveland at six. I will put Miami at seven, and I will put Orlando at eight. I really don't want to. I guess I got to give a 9 out of 10. I'll put. Oh man, it's a tough. The East is bad, man. The East is bad. Um, I'll put Atlanta and Chicago 9 and 10. We'll
I feel
finish it out
like
there.
the 9-10 matchup is just the Atlanta Chicago Invitational every year.
It is.
Maybe a Toronto here and there.
Mhm.
Shneur, do you want to quickly go through your
Yep.
rankings?
1, 2, Celtics, Knicks. No surprise to anyone. 3, I have the Cavs.
Ooh.
I think they got the Evan Mobley part of it figured out. I think it's gonna work out well for them.
New
Uh,
coach, new system.
yeah. Um, 4, I got the Bucks. I'm nervous about them. They got bad vibes, like we talked about, but I just think Dame and Giannis are too good to like not work to a certain extent to at least get the 4 seed. Uh, and then 5, I have the Pacers. I think Tyrese Halliburton's finally going to put a whole season together. And then 6, I got the Sixers because what I talked about earlier. I could just see things just too many games missed, a couple things go wrong here and there. I could just see it not working out too great for them. Could be like I would hate to be the 3 seed facing them, but yeah, I just see 6 is where they'll end up. 7 Magic, and then 8 Heat, and then 9, 10. I got Bulls or Hawks and Bulls.
There we go. Hawks and Bulls.
Hawks and Bulls.
All right, Aya, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I can go pretty fast. So, like everybody, 1 Celtics, 2 Knicks. We don't need to go any further than with that. I'm gonna zag a lot from you guys.
Oh,
And
Okay.
we'll just have to see.
Don't put
For-
Chicago at 3, man.
For 3, I got Magic. I think this is the
Let's
year.
go, baby.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
This is
I'm
the
I
year.
love
in.
that. I
I'm
love
in.
that.
Right answer. Correct.
Again, I don't really know.
I like
Again, the East, I'm okay-ish with, but from what I could tell from
Yeah.
last year, offense was good. Its defense was pretty good, and I think
No, offense
Wendell
was
Carter-
terrible, bro.
I
Offense
like
could be
offense.
so good.
Oh,
It could be
bad.
so
I
good.
got
But
it wrong.
listen. Offense was terrible, and they won, bro. How many games do you think they won last year? I just had it in front of me. They won.
Dude, I know they
47
went crazy.
They won 47 games last year, and they played like when we were little and we played with Josefa. We just passed him the ball. That was it. That was
And they were
it.
so young.
You know how
like-
many games New York won? It's 50. 3 more games than Orlando, and Orlando played terrible every night.
Like,
They're gonna
Yeah.
be nice, bro.
so
They're
get
gonna
to
be
that
nice.
point
They're
in
gonna be
the-
nice.
in the playoffs. I think they'll if they can score, they just
Yeah.
got in the half court, they got stuck. If they can
Bro.
score, I think that's it. So
If
I got Magic 3.
let's go, baby.
I
I'm
have
in.
at 4.
I'm in.
We kind of talked about the Pacers. I think offensively, they're there. Like we said, they were there in the in-season tournament playoffs. They were there. Second year under Carlisle's system. I think they'll be a little bit more efficient. Tyrese healthy for hopefully longer, and then kind of back to that almost all-star level. I think they'll be good. 5, I have 76ers. Again, this has to do with the health. And we just gotta see it. I think once we see it, we'll know for sure. 6, I got the Bucks. Like, again, we've talked about it a little bit. Dame, Giannis. They've been having problems. We also have to see in the regular season. But also, who else they got? Like, Chris probably gonna be injured. Like, who else on that team besides Bobby and Brooke? Like, depth. Again, they've never really had depth before. That's always kind of been their issue. But I don't really see it happening. 7, I have the Cavs. I don't have to talk much about that. And then 8, I have the Heat. Would hopefully the Heat would want to be better and higher, but again, who else they really got? Like they need people to really step up. So I got Heat as number 8. And then I don't care about 9, 10, but you ready?
We'll just assume everyone puts the Hawks and the Bulls in 9, 10, unless anyone.
No, I'm not putting
wants
the
to-
Hawks in the Bulls.
Okay.
I'm not putting the Hawks in the Bulls.
All right,
Got the
well,
Pistons or something.
lay it on us, man. I thought about the Pistons. I think they're just missing it. And mine. Go
Yeah.
ahead, son.
All right, give me a second. I'm playing around with this last bit right here. You guys are gonna like this because I'm kind of curling this. There's that, and then who am I missing? I hate those guys. Yeah, that's probably where they land though. And all right, here we go, baby. You ready?
Yeah, lay it on us.
Boston, easy peasy, number 1. They just got too much going on. Right?
Unanimous.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. They got too many bodies to miss out on the regular season. 2, it's about bodies. It's about bodies, and it's going to Orlando, baby. Too young,
Oh,
too fast,
Orlando.
too physical,
Whoa.
bro. Every night they D up. Every single night they D up. If they figured out a little bit more offense, anything at all, and all of them are locked in, bro. Every single one of them. Jonathan Isaac, freak, dude. He's probably been praying to God this whole season, this whole off season. Look at that. They're gonna be fine. 3, Knicks. It's pretty easy, bro. Karl-Anthony Towns just makes regular season wins easier. It's just easy. He's big, he can grab a bunch of boards and like easy points.
Mikal
3.
Bridges too. Mikal Bridges never misses a game. He's always going to be there. It's insurance. He can step
And
up if someone gets injured.
Yeah.
He's been a primary option.
Yep.
Looks
They got
good.
more rebounds.
Yeah,
That makes regular season easy. Like Knicks could easily be 2. Knicks could easily be 1 if Boston like slows down and stuff. The rebounds are just gonna make it easier. Milwaukee, baby. I believe.
There we go. We got a Milwaukee believer here.
Let's go, baby. Next, Sixers. Paul George plays a lot. Played a decent amount last year. Pretty much LeBron. That's it. Miami, baby. Let's
What
go.
number are we at now? Is this 6?
Yeah,
I think-
Miami 6. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
Miami
Yeah.
climbing up out of the play-in
yeah.
for the first time in a couple of years. That'll be
I'm
good.
gonna go with Pacers next. I don't know. I know they got quite far last year, but everything looked pretty unsteady. It just didn't feel solid to me.
If there was one ick I got from the playoffs more so than anything, it was Rick Carlisle's situational coaching. It was the worst. It was the absolute worst. And
Mm,
it, not
That's
that
why
it
they lost
matters,
games in
not that it
Boston.
matters during the regular season. I think Tyrese Halliburton's health, same thing with Miles Turner's health, probably factors into that a little bit more. Plus, I don't think they have everyone has a year to adjust to the system and their pace. Um, they'll be figured out a little bit more, I think. They haven't really added new blood into the system aside from having Pascal for another season, a full season. Um, so I think they'll be figured out a little bit, but they'll be a
think so.
dangerous play-in team.
It's true. It's true. Honestly, it's true. And they're gonna have more bodies than Milwaukee will. So it's tough. It's tough. And the Sixers are shaky too. But to finish up, we'll go with the Cleveland Cavaliers next, unfortunately. I think they're gonna have a terrible season, and then near the end they'll be like, all right, we might as well try to win a couple games here, and then they'll all try to go really hard. It won't work, but they'll win games and they'll sneak in right there at the end. I'll go Atlanta. I'm right there at 7. The Bulls, I think, are gonna be terrible, bro. Like, I think they're gonna be bad. I hope Lonzo plays a bunch. But it looks like a mess. They just don't have a lot of fun people on there. Kobe White's nice, Lonzo's nice. Rest is kind of gross.
Who else?
Number 10, baby. Hornets. It's LaMelo's year, bro. He's
Whoa.
gonna be nice. He's nice. I don't care what anybody says.
Wait, who'd you leave off?
The Bulls. I kicked the Bulls off.
You do Cavs?
Yeah, Cavs were number 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right, so we have our outlook on the East. We didn't really get into how everyone thinks it's going to shake out in the playoffs, but we'll get into that in our next segment. We'll just take a
should
little
we?
break,
Yeah.
sponsored by we don't have any sponsors, but we're going to take a little break here, and we'll get into the West and the ultimate playoff predictions. So we had
I
some
hope so.
interesting predictions. Some people high on the Orlando Magic, some people high on the
Oh.
Pacers, the Bucks. I think pretty much the Celtics and Knicks were the cream of the crop in the East. But I'm interested.
Is that who everyone's predicting for the conference finals too? Does anyone not have Celtics Knicks conference finals?
I think the Knicks are cursed, bro. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Who
They
you,
get,
who
they
you,
get
who you guys
injured
got?
again. They're gonna get
Yeah,
injured.
who do you have in the conference finals if you don't have the Celtics Knicks? Anyone want to
Yeah, bro.
stake a claim?
I'm going Sixers.
Oh,
Sixers
I
Celtics,
can't-
I presume.
Mm.
I think Tyrese Maxey's gonna
Yeah.
keep getting better.
he's really good.
Paul George is good, and Embiid like look, they still win games even when he's injured. They still do.
Yeah.
Embiid's Chris Paul, man,
He'll
unfortunately.
play every game in the playoffs. That's all that matters. He knows.
But when it comes to the other thing with Embiid is like he's not like a playoff riser. Like if anything, he stinks
you
it
don't
up
need you don't
and
need
like
it.
has a good game here and there, which is
You
not
don't need
ideal.
that
You'd
now.
at least want your star focal point to at least be like normal. Like they don't have to
Well,
like play out a body.
He's got playoff P now.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Max is gonna make
great.
the jump. Max is gonna make the jump.
I
Dude,
do believe in Maxi a lot,
Max
but
gonna
not
make the
this
jump.
much.
I saw it last year. I had to get my fantasy. I saw
Wait,
it.
you have Sixers in the conference finals too?
Yeah, I agree with Saad. I think Knicks they're just gonna get injured. I think something's gonna happen. They're gonna get injured.
Yeah. I think they should have. Well, I'll wait till we get to hot takes to. I don't even know if it's a hot take to be honest, but
All right. Well,
But
we
yeah.
definitely will have time for that, but let's just get our Western predictions off. And does anyone want to start? Have some
Uh,
rankings?
Why don't,
Yeah,
why don't we start from the bottom?
All right, let's start from the bottom.
I like it.
All right.
bottom to top.
So, oh, you mean from A seed?
Do y'all want to do something where we just start with the 10 spot? I feel like with the West, the 10 spot would be interesting because like there's a lot
Yeah.
more good teams in the West. So they want to give their 10 spot and then just go up from there.
I'll do it.
Can we do 9? I didn't do 10. We just do 9.
Because it. Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
we need the play-in. We need the play-in game.
Yeah, why would you stop at 9?
I just wrote down nine. I just wrote down names that piqued my interest.
Mm.
I was like, I don't think you're gonna make it, so whatever.
All right, Shinor, why don't you just lead the way and we'll follow how you kick it off.
All right, so 10 or what?
Yeah, start at 10.
And
All right, this is also goes into my hot take, uh, which is that the Lakers are missing the playoffs, and they're sitting at the 10 right there.
Wait, what'd you just say?
overtime.
Wait, what'd you just say?
I said Lakers will be 10 and they're missing the playoffs.
He really didn't hear you.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, bro.
I feel like
This
we'll
this
get into the hot
this
takes.
LeBron or this LeBron fuckery can't go on it much longer.
Oh,
you
LeBron's
just saw the
30. This
Olympics.
can't go on much
You
longer.
just
Here-
saw the Olympics.
It's
Are
fine.
we doing this again?
Yeah, and now he's on the
Oh,
Lakers.
bro.
I think
AD
I think that's reasonable.
AD proved me wrong last year. Is he gonna do it again this year?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
most
so.
that's what I'm most worried about. If there's a Lakers missing the playoff thing, it's because AD
And
used
how
all of
much
his injury
pressure
luck
is
on
the
1
front
year.
office and coaching staff? Oh, they have JJ. How much pressure is JJ gonna feel to play Bronny?
That is a non-story, in my opinion. That he'll play a couple games at the beginning of the season to get his little
No,
pictures,
yeah, that's
his
actually
photo
not a
ops,
real
and then he's
concern.
gonna
I
go
just
to
want
the
to
G
throw it
League.
out there. I just wanted to take this time to say I do not believe the Lakers. I've never believed in the Lakers. They should not be on my TV opening night.
Yeah, I feel like it's impossible in this group to have a normal conversation about the Lakers because it's either people who hate them so much, or it's like people like me and Io and sometimes Saad who really ride for them.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
It's
yeah.
good thing we're not talking about
I
the
lean
playoffs.
that way. I'm not unrealistic about it. I'll get into my rankings there, but
They probably are, but I refuse.
yeah. So
9, I could either go Clippers or Pels here. I'm more inclined to go Clippers.
okay.
You know what? I'll go Pels. I'll go
Okay.
Pels.
Nice.
I believe in Zion this year
All right.
to get the
That's-
9 seed
that's-
to miss the
that's one-
playoffs. I believe in him.
That's one of us.
Number 8, I got the Kings.
Okay.
I love
You like
DeMar.
DeMar. You're a DeMar guy, yeah.
I love DeMar.
hmm
Hey, what does De'Aaron Fox? What does De'Aaron Fox do, Loke? What does he do?
Have you ever went fast?
Have you ever went fast? De'Aaron Fox has.
He's been fast. He's gone fast.
Uh,
Okay.
Keep it going.
7. I got the Warriors. I got the Warriors, the 7 seed.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is so stupid. Anyway, sorry. I'm not gonna let my biases get in the
Wow.
way of this.
What the
but
hell?
Keep going.
6 Suns,
Uh-huh.
5 Mavericks,
Okay. Nice.
4 Timberwolves,
Uh-huh.
3 Grizzlies.
Wow.
I think Zach Edey's gonna work out really well his rookie year. I just
Super well.
healthy jaw, healthy Triple
Never.
J,
Never healthy, either of those guys.
They're gonna
Desmond
be
Bain.
so good this year.
They're gonna be so good.
They're gonna be so good this year.
They're gonna be injured
We
like
saw it
every
2
year.
years ago. They're gonna be so good.
All
They're
three
gonna
of
be
those
so
guys,
good, dude.
all three of
Oh.
those guys are gonna play 50 games each. Come on.
Hopefully it's the right 50 games. 2. Damn, I don't even know if I really believe this, but they're just there by reputation. Nuggets. I just think Jokic is too good.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe Murray will have a bounce back season this year. And I didn't want to put them at 1 just because
Put them at one, bro.
but you know what?
Put 'em at 1.
The Thunder are 1. The Thunder are 1.
Put them at one.
They were the 1 seed last year. I don't think
They're
that's,
just
it's a crime to think so.
they've only gotten better.
Good
I know I
job,
just didn't want to
Umar.
put them there for my own like since I am a fan of the team, I can
Let's
only think that things are
go.
gonna go wrong. And things have kind of started off wrong, but it's the beginning of the season. They'll recover with the Hartenstein injury and the Jalen Williams injury. They'll be fine. The only thing I'm nervous about is last year they were super healthy, and I'm just scared that that might not keep up this season. I mean, we already have the Hartenstein and Jalen Williams injury, but I believe in them. They're my team.
It's a good team.
They it's not a far-fetched idea. to have them at the top, even if they have a couple injuries. They're deep and they got deeper over the offseason.
Exactly.
In addition by subtraction, might I add.
Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
who do we lose?
Ewing theory, as Fawn put it earlier in the pod.
They're watchable this year.
Exactly.
Yeah, you lost Trey Man.
Exactly. And that's what I have
That
my eye
hurts.
on.
Yeah.
Trey Man losing Trey Man hurt a lot. Did you
Yeah,
see him in
he's
preseason?
awesome.
Sorry,
Dude, he's-
someone else
he's
get to the
nice.
rankings.
Yeah, let's get through these rankings so we can get to our next segments.
I can go quick.
Yeah.
All right, 10 Warriors, 9 Spurs, 8 Sacramento, 7 Lakers, baby. Too good for too long. They're just gonna win 50 games, bro. They're going to win 50 games. Probably not. Probably
Seven.
not.
Are you serious?
Probably
50,
not,
a
probably
50
not.
game 7 seed would be
Let me
crazy.
dial it back. They'll win like
That'd
40.
be crazy.
They'll
It's
win like
possible.
46,
47.
46, 48 games. They'll
47
just
is
do
what
it.
they won last year. So if you're
They'll
banking
just
on a
do it on
JJ
autopilot.
Redick bump, then that's
JJ's
possible.
got us. We're good.
Okay.
I'll do then I got Phoenix at 6. Memphis at 5. I do believe a little bit. And then the top 4 I believe will be quite close. I think it will probably be I think last year it was just like a game or two between a lot of those guys. I bet it'll be the same. But I have Denver at 4, Minnesota at 3, Dallas at 2, and OKC at 1. But I think it's gonna be very close with the top 4. Denver is probably stale, but I mean they didn't really get any worse. They just didn't really get better either.
They
and
did
they're already
lose
pretty good.
KCP, but
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It's
Yeah.
tough. No one really
but
succeeds
Jokic
after
is
that.
I still think is just kind of far and away the
Damn.
best player. I think if anything, he with Giannis kind of catching the injury bug and whatnot, I think Jokic is just kind of still at the mountaintop best
look,
player in the league.
And say what you will about Westbrook, but look. It's not that he necessarily is going to make them better in the way that they play, but like he will bring something different. And sometimes things get a little
Hell
stale.
yeah, dude.
Things get a little stale, and he plays basketball. He's going to play. Like sometimes you need that.
Yeah. I don't think
So-
it's maybe the Nuggets are being slept on this year.
I don't know if slept on is my exact opinion, but they're not that bad at all. They're pretty good.
So you had 2 Mavs and 1 Thunder.
2 Mavs. November.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get into my rankings just mainly because it's basically the same as Saad for
Ooh,
7 is above.
Wow.
So I do have the Kings at 10, the
damn,
Warriors at 9,
Oh, brother.
the Rockets at 8,
nice.
Whoa.
the Lakers at 7, Suns at 6. But I think the I don't think the Lakers are going to win 50 games, but I do think 1 through 6 is going to be like in the 51 or above win region. So
Yeah,
though they're still the 6th seed, I think the Suns will be a better 6th seed, be viewed upon more favorably. I think Bud's going to do a good job. Grizzlies 5, Nuggets 4, Wolves 3, Mavs 2, Thunder 1. So basically the same 1 through 7 as Saad.
dude, that's sick.
Dude, that's pretty okay. I'm very close to you guys, so that's really cool, but very interesting. I got Kings as 10, Warriors as 9,
There we go.
Rockets as 8,
Damn.
Nugs at 7.
He put the Lakers in the playoffs. You really wanted to put the
yeah.
Lakers in a
Oh,
definite
what-
spot.
Don't think
Reed
connect-
Shepard going, oh man, it'd be nice.
No, the Rockets is fine. I'm just saying you have the Nuggets in the play-in, and the Lakers definitely are going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know. Where are they? Are they 6?
Yeah. Lakers
Dude,
at
the
Nugs? Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
humble about it. Lakers at 6.
Nuggets as a playing team seems short, bro.
Oh,
Hold
besides
on.
Jokic and Murray, MPJ got to step up. Huge.
Dude, Russell.
Everyone
You got
everyone
a lot
else,
going on
like,
in the family.
new.
Might be tough.
We gotta see. We really gotta see. So I'm kind of just thinking Jamal won't be kind of ready. Jokic like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
2-3 years ago. Boom, Lakers, JJ, Dalton. We got 2 white boys. Oh, Bronny, dude. I think JJ.
Bronny.
All right.
I
With
think
the Bronny,
JJ gonna
with
get
the,
us.
when
Anyway.
you mentioned Bronny, I think we should move on. In your
Yeah.
Let me just chill. Okay. 5, Dallas. 4, Suns. We're forgetting KD. Like we just saw we just saw KD, Booker. Like you said, Bud. I think they're gonna be good.
I think they also picked
3,
up good.
Grizz. 3, Grizz. I think they're back. I think they're for real. Jaw, Vengeance. 2, the Wolves. I think Ant learned a lot. He gonna be ready. Step up. And then number 1. They grow up. They grow up so fast. They grow up so fast. But Shaw, we'll see. Maybe we might get to a point later. We'll see. But number 1, Thunder.
Who's your fourth team? Your top was OKC, Wolves, Grizz.
Grizz and then Suns.
Then who was after Suns?
Mavs.
I'm missing somebody because you had the Nugs at
Lakers are 6.
He had the Suns at 4,
Shoot.
then the
Yeah, I got
who'd
you.
you have at
Lakers.
3?
I had
Grizz. He had the
I had
Grizzlies.
Grizz at 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Fine one.
Yeah, I'll round it up. I got Golden State at 10. I got the Lakers at 9. I got the Kings at 8. I got the Rockets at 7.
Wow.
Whoa,
I got
man.
I got the Mavs at 6.
Okay.
I got Phoenix at 5. I got Memphis at 4, Denver at 3, Minnesota at 2, and the Oklahoma City Thunder as the number 1 seed once again.
Wow.
All right. So we have our standing. So now we're gonna put y'all to the test. I'm gonna start. I mentioned my conference finalists from the East. I will say from the West. I have the Thunder playing the Phoenix Suns in the conference finals.
Whoa.
With the Thunder advancing to the
Poetic.
finals against the Boston Celtics. And this is just kind of wish casting, but I think, Hartenstein will take his time to get back healthy because they'll be good enough. They'll take his time with him, and he'll be just such a big addition, especially against a team like the Celtics. They have the wing depth to guard. They have Caruso. They added him. Jalen Williams is a good defender. Shea can step it up when he needs to, and I think they just have a well-balanced team this year to take that next step, make it to the conference finals and beyond, and be your NBA champion.
Wow.
Woo.
I like it.
Wow.
Anyone
Wait.
want to-
Who'd you say NBA champion?
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, I
I
kind of blanked
know,
out.
no, it's kind of getting you a little emotional, Shanor. Do you feel less strongly about it? Who do you have in the finals?
So my Western Conference Finals is Thunder and Grizzlies. Wait, is that possible if I have them at 3 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thunder Grizzlies throwback to 2015. And then I have Thunder. I have Thunder coming out of that as the winners facing the New York Knicks. I think Thunder in for one more heartbreak though, and I got the Knicks winning.
Oh man,
That's just the
Both
doomer in
the
me though.
Thunder. Wow.
I think
Wow.
it's a couple of cursed franchises that'll.
That's crazy, bro. Knicks
be happy.
championship. That'd be insane.
Who do you have, Saad?
I got mine's pretty cut and dry, bro. I got OKC Dallas, and I don't know, bro. I'm going OKC, but it's just because I'm trying to.
Say what you want to say.
I think it's gonna be. I think it'll be a lot of love for OKC during the regular season, but to be honest, it's still gonna come. It just depends on how much Kyrie gives us this year, and we'll know like pretty quickly how nice he's gonna be.
Mhm.
He wasn't scoring as easily in the playoffs. That was the whole problem. He just wasn't getting to his spots as easily, and that's all it comes down to is like who's gonna do it during the playoffs? Is it gonna be Kyrie, or is SGA gonna have enough help? That's it. So it comes down to who you trust, and I'm not gonna lie, I talked myself back into Dallas. I would rather have Kyrie than anybody else on OKC, unfortunately. So
No way.
Dallas it is, baby.
What a take.
That's crazy.
What a
I know.
take.
So I
Yeah.
think rematch, unfortunately.
I would love to beat Luca's ass.
And it's Dallas time, baby. Let's go, Mavs.
Oh my god.
Dallas Mavericks NBA champion.
Wow.
That's
Saw it.
disgusting.
Hey, I'm disgusted with myself.
That's disgusting.
What
Big
about you,
Gafferty, you're
Afan?
coming.
Big gaff.
That's enough. Let's go. Let's move on.
Big gaff.
No.
Afan, why don't you give us your
Yeah,
conference finalists
I-
from the West and your NBA finals and champion?
Yeah, I think Jokic is back for business. I think he is gonna get into the conference finals this year. I think he's gonna get vengeance on Minnesota. A pretty horror game 7 loss for them last year. I don't see that happening again for Jokic. We might have to start having conversations about him if it happens again. But I think Denver and OKC match up in the Western Conference Finals. Very juicy, juicy matchup.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think the girth of Jokic outmatches the depth of Isaiah Hartenstein, and the Denver Nuggets
Oh.
make it to the NBA Finals. And very sadly, I think the Boston Celtics beat the
Mm.
Denver Nuggets and
Yeah,
then the finals for another
His girth and
championship.
tonnage.
bro, I like it. You have a completely different you have two
You're
entire
the
games
you're the only one who went Celtics.
I think so. Yeah. So
Wait,
so
did I?
far. So far.
yeah, I think
Who's left
I
out?
don't see Io giving a Celtics championship
Yeah,
prediction.
I
No
you
way,
have
bro.
I think we're
I-
about to see a
I would
Lakers
hope-
Hey,
I
championship.
Io's
can't.
going.
Lakers,
Io's going
Knicks?
Minnesota.
Lakers,
He's going
Knicks?
Minnesota for sure. Io's 1000% going Minnesota.
All right, let's hear it.
Bron,
Io.
Bron gets his
Nah.
fifth.
Dude, I'm kind of confused because how mine would work through my layout, but because at first I was gonna say the Thunder and what was it? The Thunder and the Wolves.
Yeah.
But I don't see the Wolves aren't gonna make it. I think they're one piece too short. And then Thunder's too young. Like I feel like that's not gonna happen. So I think Dallas, I don't know if it will work, but I think Dallas, I think I think this is their year. I think they learned a lot from last year. They got all the pieces. They just can't play defense. So I see Dallas and the Thunder. Dallas and the Thunder. Dallas and the Thunder.
So
Oh,
who's making it out to the finals and who's winning the finals?
We got Dallas and the Celtics again.
Oh,
All right. Oh, brother.
oh.
Oh,
Y'all think
brother.
Clank is the
Whoa.
piece? Y'all think Clank is the piece they
Oh,
needed?
brother.
I
Hey,
submit-
everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Sorry, I'm kind of
Nah.
frustrated.
I'm
Do we have
banking on
do you have a
Kyrie.
Celtics
Sorry.
repeat then?
Yeah,
Io?
who you got, Io?
Oh my God. There's no way Dallas is gonna be ready again.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's no way. No, I can't say that. I don't know. Get back to me tomorrow. I gotta rethink this. Something's not right. Yeah.
Well, he said you just want someone who could beat the Celtics, but you don't think anyone
Yeah,
from the
but
West
I
can
don't
beat the
believe
Celtics.
The way it's constructed, it's not looking like it. So if I had to say right now, dang. Dallas and 7.
Wow. Wow.
All
That
right.
was
So we
kinda
got
sick.
two Mavericks
That was
champions.
kind of sick.
Oh God.
One Knicks, one Thunder,
One Celtics.
and one Celtics.
Bro, it's the thing is it's probably gonna be Boston, but
I think a lot of us just
Thank
don't
God
want it.
Izan isn't here.
yeah,
Hopefully
I'm
it's the
just
Lakers.
Izan would do
I'm-
something like say the Celtics aren't going to win. He'd be like
Oh,
try
true.
to like reverse jinx it.
He'd do some shit like me.
Yeah.
yeah, it will be
Um,
tough to beat the Celtics. It's undeniable.
So I did, before getting to our hot take segment, I just wanted everyone to just rapidly go through who they think is going to win the big awards of the year. So why don't we go for your MVP, your coach of the year, and why don't we go most improved player, and rookie of the year. I'll just go ahead and start. So getting to the 2 seed for the Mavericks would involve Luka Doncic playing out of his mind. I feel like he's played like an MVP in prior years, but no one's going to give Jokic the MVP again. I don't think they'll give Giannis the MVP again. I think this is Luka's year to get the MVP. I think he'll play enough games, and others won't. So I'll give the MVP to Luka. I think Coach of the Year, Missoula. At some point, he's got to get one. I mean, Steve Kerr, for all of the complaints everyone has about his coaching style, he's gotten Coaches of the Year despite having stacked teams. I think Missoula, they'll be the best team in the league again, and at least in the regular season, he'll get Coach of the Year. My most improved player is actually going to be Jalen Green.
Wow.
I think he's going to figure it out within the system. I think drafting another ball handler who just can kind of play a complementary role, and just kind of take a little bit less like playmaking responsibility off of Jalen, and he can just focus on what he's good at, which is scoring, is going to be helpful. Fred VanVleet was already helpful to him last year. I think he'll get over some inconsistencies because he'll feel pressure about his contract and and it's just place in the team. And I think that'll lead him to take a little bit of a leap. So and then Rookie of the Year. I want to say Reed Shepherd, but I think in a crowded Rockets team who's a little bit better than the other lottery teams, he might not put up the stats that's necessary to do it. I think Zach Edey's going to be the Rookie of the Year. He's going to get the opportunity to put up the stats
Wow.
and be impactful.
I like it.
You want to go next?
I kind of, yeah, I'll do next just because I think I have the same Coach of the Year at Missoula. Like he just has to win it. MVP. I see before we had like all our stuff written out, I did have Luka as MVP. But I got him as the 5th seed, so I don't know. I don't know how logically that's gonna work out. At least in my head. So
Good.
fuck it. 5th seed MVP. Those are pretty special.
Averaging 35 and a triple double.
30-point triple double.
Yeah.
Pretty special. Maybe he'll learn some respect once he does that. Rookie of the Year, I also have Zach Edey, just because I think Reed Shepherd's probably gonna be the best player in the class, but I agree with your assessment that like there's just too many mouths. It feels like there's too many mouths to feed on the Rockets unless they like cut a couple players loose like as the season goes on. And I just think Ja's gonna set up so much for Zach Edey. It's gonna work out really nicely for him. And then what was the last award?
Most improved player.
Oh, I have no idea. They go most improved, like by how, like when they gave Ja most improved,
Yeah,
I could
that's the
see it
thing.
going to someone like I could see it going to like Jalen Williams, like J-Dub. But as far as the spirit of the award goes, I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Jalen Williams is a pretty
So
popular pick.
I'll stick
and
with
it's
Jalen
tough
Williams for now.
It's a
Jalen
tough,
Williams, third best odds, to be honest.
it's a tough award to predict because you don't know where they're going, like Shanor said. They
Yeah.
sometimes like a predictable leap is felt as a major improvement, which I don't think it should be what the award is. It's like someone who's like on the brink
the award is like
brink of
completely
irrelevance
different.
to like an actual player. All right, Io, why don't you give us your awards?
For MVP,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, Luka, but if he's my 5th seed, how? So you already know, SGA, Coach of the Year, Missoula.
Let's go, baby.
And then I was thinking most improved. Why not? I don't know. Paolo?
Oh, I'm going Evan Mobley most improved.
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
I was like, yeah, I
Excuse
think Paolo.
excuse my language on the pod.
All right,
Sorry.
Saad, why don't you
Gonna be
you
tough
lay
to
your
get
awards on
sponsors.
us?
Well, who was wait, he went most of the improved. Paolo, did he say Rookie of the Year?
Oh, my bad, Rookie of the Year.
Sorry, you can come back to it. I'll rip off mine real quick.
Yeah.
Mine's easy. MVP. I'm telling you, bro, this is the easiest pick. Is SGA for sure. It's for sure SGA. They're gonna be
Inshallah.
1 or 2 seed. They're gonna be 1 or 2 seed, and Giddy's gone. And everyone's gonna watch that. Okay, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, this guy's nice." I'm telling you, like this seemed like so easy to pick.
Do you think we're the NBA season preview pod that's talked about Josh Giddey the most?
Unfortunately, yeah. The second, the second selection I'd like to make for coach of the year, also pretty easy with a stunning season for your Los Angeles Lakers, JJ Redick, baby.
Oh,
Oh
brother.
my gosh. For the
Oh,
7
No,
seed.
It's,
All right, whatever.
It's Joe.
Keep going.
It's
Keep going.
it's Joe Mazzulla.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
Most improved player. I'm going with Jonathan Kuminga for sure, bro. Lock that in.
Decent
He's
pick
nice.
for a 9 seed. Anyway,
He's nice. Everyone's old. He's gonna be good. And
Okay.
then rookie of the year,
Zach Edey.
no. Zachary Russell, baby.
Oh my god.
No more room for a reason.
Hey, shout out my fantasy team, baby.
Plug and
Oh,
play.
man.
Plug and play.
All right. Well, just for the interest of time, I do want to get us to rattle off some hot takes before we have to go. for-
Wait,
Wait,
did
let me go. Let me go.
Finish on the-
Did
I got
everyone,
you, fine.
Go ahead.
everyone-
So we're gonna do
My rookie of the year.
list your. Go ahead.
My rookie of the year. You already know. Lakers. Dalton Connect.
Okay.
Dude,
All right.
And then,
All right. I could've seen
Lakers
that
are gonna
coming.
make the
It's okay.
championship.
It's
Lakers
okay.
will be in my finals.
Okay. So I'd like someone to actually have some substance to their take and be able to defend it. So I'm not gonna accept that, and someone else can give their take.
did Afan list his awards?
Yeah, I'll list my awards really quickly.
Oh, sorry about
I
that.
had MVP, SGA. I agree with Saad wholeheartedly. Number one
Yeah.
seed, easily gonna get that. Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year, self-explainable. My Turkish Prince is gonna be the most improved player, outperforming Şengün.
Rocket.
Rookie of the Year, I really want to say Reed Shepherd. I think he's gonna be the best player of the class. But again, Alok's assessment is completely correct. I think the minutes are a little crowded, unless Van Vliet gets hurt, which is actually a possibility, given its injury history. But I think it's gonna be Zach Edey. And then what else? Is that it? I think
Yeah.
that's it.
I think so.
Yeah.
There are other awards we
most
left
improved.
off. Yeah.
Oh, you already said
Most
it.
improved, he said Şengün, and we obviously left out defensive player of the year, Sixth Man of the year. But for the interest of time, let's get off to some hot takes. How does anyone want to start? I want someone to say something that they can defend for a few, for about 30 seconds, and just like lay it all out there.
Mine's really quick. I'll say really quickly. I think it's self-explainable. The Western Conference, the Rockets are the 7th seed because Şengün is the best center in the conference this year.
wow.
Best center in the conference, and it's
Statistically, but
conference.
actually, I'll say second best behind Jokic.
Okay. All right. Well,
And
that would
the reason
really
I'm
hot take.
defending this is the reason that all the talk that they play better without Şengün is very misleading, because I'm just going to quickly list out the games they won without Şengün, the win streak they had. Okay, they beat the Kings, which Şengün played in, and then after that they beat the San Antonio Spurs, the Washington Wizards, the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a good win. I'll give them that. The Wizards again, the Bulls, the Jazz, the Blazers, the Jazz again, and then KC, which was a very good game. So they had 2 actually really good wins in that stretch, which I think is a little overblown. So that's my take. Şengün, second best center in the league next year.
I like it.
Very
I like it.
nice. Saad, do you have any hot takes?
Yeah, bro. I don't think Edie's gonna play as much as it seems like he's gonna play because they also have Jaren Jackson. It just does not make that much sense. I get it, but like, and where's Ja Morant gonna go? Which direction is he gonna go? He goes hard, and he goes in one direction. And now there's 2 dudes standing there.
They got the blueprint. 2013 Oklahoma City Thunder. Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, Kendrick Perkins.
This is not.
Yeah, that's like the worst iteration, just like Kendrick Perkins just taking up space. on the
God, I
floor.
hated him.
That's all.
But I think, as someone who has Edie as a meaningful contributor this year, I think if you go back to when the Grizzlies like really made noise, I think it was 2021, 2022 season.
Yeah.
They had Steven Adams grabbing up a bunch of rebounds, and Jaren Jackson kind of did his best as like a roaming 4.
It's true. And the truth
and I
is,
think-
Jaren Jackson is injured so frequently that there are reasons for him to be out of or not playing in games, whether it be foul trouble or injury or that. So it's fair.
I think with
But-
someone as dynamic as Ja, to have a pick and roll partner who can actually set these screens to free him up, I think it's a big deal with someone who tries to get space, go to the basket as their main kind of mode of attack. But Edie is polarizing. He's a gigantic dude, but I think he's a little bit more skilled than people give him credit for.
That's fair. That's fair. I think at their best, you still want more space for Jao. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough for me to see. And it's not like you're gonna play Edie over Jaren Jackson in any case.
Yeah.
So they have to work together, and it seems like it might not be the most perfect fit. Just off the bat. Just off the bat.
Yeah, it's not seamless, but I think they'll figure it out. They got good coaching, good.
I could see it. I certainly wouldn't be totally surprised.
I'm going to go because of on the topic of big men. So it's just like it's almost like something that should be said at the beginning of next season. But I think Victor Wembanyama is going to improve this year with the addition of Chris Paul. He's going to create a lot of hype, be ready, felt to be a top 10 player, which I don't think is the hottest take. But what I think is what my hot take is that this is kind of going to be his point of plateau. And I think he's gonna, draw a lot of criticism. He's gonna be set up a lot by Chris Paul at the twilight of his career. But once that's not available to him, what next step can he take as a primary ball handler, working within an offense, and not being reliant on others to score? I think he's going to vault in the top 10, garner a lot of hype. They're not going to be very good. I don't have them in my playoffs, but they're going to be a lot of expectations going into the next year, which I don't think he'll live up to in the following season.
Sir, hate Wemby. Hate that dude.
I know I did that one for a fun. Shanor, why don't you hit us with a take?
I guess I said one earlier. It was about the Lakers. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. But I had another one too.
Can I
Oh, this
tack
one-
on? Can I tack on to your?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If Lakers don't make the playoffs, LeBron's retiring, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna be gone.
this fucker can't go
gone.
on for much longer.
he's leaving, bro. He's accomplished everything. He's leaving it.
It would be like it'd be such an embarrassing. It shouldn't be an embarrassing moment for him, but it'd be a pretty embarrassing moment if they didn't make the playoffs.
No, they're gonna start. Look, if they get really bad, it's gonna be a bunch of LeBron smiling and being like, "Man, it's the times like these," and it's gonna be a bunch of stuff like that. And then
What did
Bronny,
Russell Westbrook say?
then-
Just enjoy it.
exactly. Bronny's gonna be checking in on Christmas Day. It's gonna be all sorts of stuff when they lose 10 games in a row in the middle of November.
What's the other take you got, Shanor?
I guess I don't know if this counts as a hot take. I just think I know I said they were going to win the finals, but this is the reason it's going to be a hot take. The New York Knicks cannot win a finals if they keep Tom Thibodeau as their head coach.
Do you think Thibodeau is going to be fired mid-season?
I think he should be. I think he should have been fired this offseason before they made any moves.
I'm pretty anti-Tibbs as well. We can get into that maybe in another discussion, but I think that is a hot take that
Especially since
somehow,
we talked about they don't have depth. They don't have much depth, right? Like,
yeah.
and Tibbs cannot run these guys into the ground like he does with every other team he's ever had. He just can't.
Yeah.
If they want to have any sustainable success, he cannot be the head coach.
Interesting. Io, why don't you finish this off? We have like about 40 seconds left.
All right,
Perfect
I
time
don't
for
know
a
if it's a hot take, but related to the Knicks, I think the reason why they can kind of stay afloat and be that number 2 seed, Mikal Bridges finally makes All-Star team.
I think that's a very hot take, especially with all the bad press that he's been getting with his shot.
Hey, how much time we got left?
Hey, Fon, dude.
Like,
Fon, where are the Glicks?
Man, I had an unfortunate situation.
oh no, what happened? What
I
happened
think
to
the
you?
driver ate my order, man.
No.
I think.
What do you mean? What do you mean? He just showed up, but just didn't give you anything?
I hate to judge, but I think it's less suspicious if they came all the way and said, "I'm sorry, the restaurant didn't give." Because why would they drive like 30 minutes to tell me that news?
Yeah.
Like that's just a waste of gas for them.
They could have just messaged you.
Exactly.
Also, did it say on the app that they gave him the food?
Yes.
Wait, this guy.
I can't. This customer service is so bad with Uber. It's like it's not working. Like every time I click, my order is missing. It like takes me to the same page. And
Bro, this guy came. Wait, did this guy come to your house or no?
No, just that like downstairs. It was buy one get one free, and there was 2 of them in there, so I'm highly suspicious that they both had it. And I was gonna eat one, maybe 2 tonight, maybe save one for tomorrow.
Man, I hate when you're looking forward to something like that and it just doesn't happen. It just gets taken away from you.
Man,
Sorry,
It's,
man.
it's tough. Well, hopefully some more basketball talk will cheer you up.
I hope so.